After a dramatic week in British politics, attention has turned to one of Labour's most prominent figures, Andy Burnham, and what comes next after his bid to return to Westminster was blocked by his own party. The Mayor of Greater Manchester had hoped to stand as Labour's candidate in the Gorton and Denton by-election, a seat the party has long held, but that plan was thwarted when the Labour Party's ruling National Executive Committee voted against allowing him to run. Burnham needed special approval from the NEC because his role as a directly elected mayor meant he couldn't be automatically put forward as a parliamentary candidate. In an 8-1 vote, the committee, including Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer, refused that permission, citing concerns about triggering a costly mayoral by-election in Greater Manchester if Burnham were to win. The decision has stirred significant controversy both inside and outside the party. Many Labour MPs and members believe Burnham's popularity and track record would have given Labour its best chance of holding the seat, especially against rising challengers like Reform UK. Reports suggest that around 50 Labour backbenchers have signed a letter urging the leadership to rethink the decision, warning that blocking Burnham risks handing an advantage to rival parties. Despite the setback, Burnham has publicly accepted the ruling and says he remains focused on his current role as mayor. He described himself as disappointed by the NEC's decision and voiced concern about its impact on the party's prospects in the upcoming elections, including local polls due in May. He also offered full support to the candidate Labour eventually selects for the by-election. Burnham's reaction has been measured but firm. He pointedly noted that he learned about the NEC's decision through media reports rather than directly from party officials, a comment that underscored ongoing tensions between his camp and Labour leadership. Observers say this episode has intensified discussions about his future within the party and whether his ambitions might eventually extend to a leadership challenge down the line. Labour leadership, for its part, has defended the decision. Sir Keir Starmer argued that the priority must be Labour's performance in a series of crucial elections this year and that diverting resources into an unnecessary mayoral contest could weaken the party's wider campaign efforts. He praised Burnham's work as mayor but insisted the broader fight against Reform UK and other opponents remains paramount. The Gorton and Denton by-election is now scheduled for February 26, and with Burnham off the ballot, Labour faces a far tougher challenge. Polling and local sentiment suggest the seat is no longer guaranteed for the party, with Reform UK and even the Green Party seeing opportunities to make gains. For Burnham himself, this chapter may mark a pause rather than an end. Senior Labour figures have publicly suggested that a return to Parliament remains possible in the future, perhaps after his current term as mayor ends in 2028, and some see this moment as just one episode in a longer political journey. What happens next could hinge on Labour's performance in Gorton and Denton and how the party manages internal divisions. But for now, Burnham remains a key figure in British public life, navigating the fallout from a split that has riveted Westminster and reshaped the debate over the direction of the Labour Party.